I want to have a conversation with you guys, and I'm in my green room because I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be had. I see a lot of negativity online regarding influencers, content creators, and all that, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, as an influencer slash content creator, inadvertently, because I didn't set out to become a content creator influencer, I just started posting funny videos. Um, it's almost like the people who can't do it are just mad at the people who can. Don't get me wrong. I know there are some people out there who use their platform to not do good. They use it for things that they shouldn't use it for. But there's still people that give them a stage, right? Like influencers, content creators, actors, anybody in the entertainment industry wouldn't be successful if people didn't like what they do. So these influencers that you see that are now millionaires and have, hundreds, thousands of brand deals, it's because people are watching. A brand is not going to pay thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars to anyone if they're not expecting a return on that investment. So instead of fighting with influencers, instead of fighting with content creators, you could do one of maybe 5 things. The first is block them. Block them, get them out of your sight. If you don't want to see them, you got to stop commenting, because when you comment, the algorithm thinks that you're interested and they're going to continue to show you their stuff. The second thing is find your own niche. The internet right now is the place to make money. Anybody can make money. I just saw a lady on TikTok who started doing people's laundry at her house. She would pick up their laundry, she would do it at her house, and she would drop it back off. And this lady she's doing so well with this concept that you would think anybody could have thought of it. But she is excelling in that market. You got to just find a problem and look for a solution. In my case, I wasn't even looking for a solution to the customer service problem. I was just trying to show people out there that we are all going through the same thing when it comes to rude customers and managers who have no idea how to manage people. So the third thing you can do is understand that if you had the opportunity to make some really good money by not doing too much, you would. And if you say you wouldn't, you're lying. Because that's what we're all looking to do. With the way the economy is, with the way life is, that people are working 2-3 jobs, if you yourself, if you could work a couple hours a month and make enough money to pay your bills, feed your family, and go on vacation, and be able to buy yourself what you want every now and then, and be able to invest and secure your financial future, you would. And don't lie and say you wouldn't. You're just mad at the wrong person. You're mad at the wrong people. Now, granted, I don't get a lot of hate when it comes to creating content. And that's because I feel like people think that what I'm doing is helpful. I'm teaching people how to stand up for themselves. I'm teaching people how to not be taken advantage of. And I'm giving people a sense of solidarity. They're not alone when it comes to working with difficult customers and working in a difficult, toxic work environment. So, just understand that if you had the opportunity, you could. So maybe work on yourself and understand that you have the same opportunity that we all have. You're watching me on a platform right now that I'm most likely monetizing. I'm monetizing YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So if I'm doing it, I promise you, you can do it. We are different people. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. You have knowledge on something that I probably don't. And if you have knowledge out there from something that people are looking for help with, you're going to be fine. But you have to just put in the work. You can't really get mad at influencers for just doing what anyone would do in their shoes. I know, like, going into celebrity, J-Lo is a hot topic. The thing is that so I don't have anything against J-Lo. J-Lo hasn't done anything to me personally, and I'm not the type of person to be influenced based on other people's experiences with other people. I make my own judgments. J-Lo has not personally done anything to me for me to be like, I hate her, I can't stand her, she's so mean to people. I've never personally seen her be mean to people. Maybe, she looked a little bit annoyed, but who doesn't? Has nobody ever had a bad experience with you? I know in my life, I'm sure people can tell you that they've probably once or twice had a bad experience with me. So, JLo is just an easy target. But she's a singer, a dancer, an entertainer. She may not be the best singer, dancer, or entertainer, but you know what? She had the audacity to believe that she was the best singer, the best dancer, and the best entertainer. And look at where Homegirl is right now. She's making more money than you and I will probably ever see in our lives. So don't be mad at the people who are a little bit delusional, and in her case, probably a lot delusional, to be like, okay, whatever. Enough people have watched and supported and pushed JLo to the max to where Homegirl is a multi millionaire. Okay, so it just takes that confidence in yourself to be like, listen, if you don't like JLo, if you don't like the Kardashians, hello, they did it. You can do it too. If you think they have no talent, but you think you have talent, then go for it. Go do something that gets you recognized, but you have to have the personality to go with it. And the honest to God truth is that most people who are online complaining about other people making money don't have the personality that people resonate with, that people are like, oh, I like this person. Like, a lot of people think I'm a jerk when they first meet me. And then after that, they want to be like my best friend because I have a good personality. What I don't have is the tendency to stay quiet when I see an injustice, the tendency to let people walk all over me. And a lot of people who want to walk all over others, they don't like that. So the people who don't get along with me and don't like me is because they're the type that my spirit doesn't mesh with. And that's okay, because I'm not for everybody. My point is, social media has provided the opportunity that no one else would have ever given us. Okay? Like, I've always wanted to be an actress. It was going to be so hard for me to ever get noticed on my own. If I could have gone out there and done, a couple auditions here and there, and I'm doing it now, and thankfully it's working, but the chances of actually getting noticed, the chances of getting seen, the chances of getting the opportunity that I've always wanted my whole life are slim to none. And for everybody that wants that opportunity, it's likely not going to happen, because social media is something that is now giving us that opportunity. People that are on social media making it, like the guy, the kid with the, and Drew Afualo, and all these people who otherwise would never have gotten an opportunity to be noticed, whose voice would have never been heard if not for social media. Because we all know Hollywood is very big on nepotism. You know what I just realized when I finished watching Tell Me Lies season 2? Everybody in that cast is related. Okay, Megan Oppenheimer, which I believe is the creator, the producer, her husband is Ali. And then the lady from Married with Children, she's the mom of the main male character. The main male character and the main female character are dating in real life. And everybody on that show is connected in some way. So the likelihood of someone like me or you getting on that show and being able to actually go out there and show our talent is very unlikely. And getting a starring role is just not going to happen unless you know somebody and unless that nepotism touches your life. But social media has been such a blessing to so many people. There are so many funny people on social media. Okay, there are so many people with talent that you would not believe, talent that you would never have ever laid your eyes on if not for all of these social media platforms. So no, social media is not great all the time, but it's also not bad all the time. People like me who have always had something to say, I would never have been able to reach people from South Africa and from the Philippines. And I have followers all over the world. And that's such a beautiful thing, which is why I'm so responsible with my social media. I'm very careful with what I post, what I support, what I say, because I have people from all over and I don't want to offend anybody. That's not my content. My content is making people laugh, making people feel that they're not alone, making people feel like there's someone out there that is going through the same thing, making people feel like someone's listening. Okay, so that's just not my content. I'm not the controversial page. And even though some people might say my page is controversial because of how I react to certain things, but this is satire. So don't take it too seriously. Take a chill pill, like relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So anyway, The point is, you have social media at your disposal. Don't be mad at the people who are taking advantage of the tools that we all have access to. Okay. Because, for example, again, Hollywood, we don't all have access to Hollywood. We just don't. Some people in there have made it. I was reading Sydney Sweeney's bio recently, and she did the acting thing on her own. From what I found, she has no family or anybody that is in Hollywood that helped her in. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, whatever. But what I saw, she was interested in acting. She started doing her own thing, and then she was able to make it. So there are a couple people who were able to make it without nepotism, but we all know that the majority of Hollywood is nepotism. Like it just is. And so we all now have access to these tools that are going to allow us to do whatever we want to do. You can do art, you can sing, you can act, you can do skits like I do. You can do anything. If you know how to cook, if you know how to talk, like just talk to people. No matter what your talent is, we've all been given a gift. So no matter what that gift is, I promise you there is an audience for it. You just have to be personable. You have to be likable. You have to engage. You have to keep people engaged, so put some effort into your looks, put some effort into the words that you're saying, put some, get rid of the ums and the and the filler words. Make sure that you know what you're talking about. Make sure you can back it up and get out there and do your own thing instead of being mad at the people who are doing it. Okay. Influencers are doing what celebrities have been doing for years. Celebrities endorse businesses all the time. All the time. Celebrities endorse businesses. That's how they make their money. Athletes endorse businesses, shoe companies, supplement companies, clothing companies, apparel, celebrities have been doing it forever. So now that influencers are doing it, it's a problem. Oh, influencers, they're just making money. They're just making money. Not everybody's going to be responsible with it, just like not every celebrity is responsible with it. So I just feel like people are really, really hard on content creators and influencers for doing what celebrities have been doing forever. Like I know personally people who will not click a link that an influencer or a content creator has on their profile, because they know they're going to make a commission off of it. But they'll go to Amazon and they'll look it up themselves and purchase that same product. But they won't click on a link because because someone's going to benefit from it. You are not paying an extra $3 because you clicked on my link. You're paying the price. The company is paying an extra small percentage because you bought that because of me. Whether you went and bought it on your own or whether you clicked on my link, you bought it because you saw it on my page and I was able to convince you that you needed this product. Okay, so you're not paying any extra. So it doesn't cost you a thing. It's just that slight hatred you have for someone who is taking advantage of a resource that we all have available. Now, I am happy to teach a class on how to grow your social media. I don't know exactly how to do it. I just know that I did it. I know I have the personality and obviously I have the content, but I am happy to give you tips and tricks on how to do it. But you can't be hateful. You can't be a negative person. Nobody wants to sit there and TikTok is a different monster than Meta and then YouTube and all that. So you gotta just do it. I'm not endorsing Nike, but listen to Nike. Just do it. Just get out there and do it. Just start recording yourself doing something and eventually you'll find your niche. Whatever works, whatever goes viral, whatever gets you 10, 15, 20,000 views, slowly start doing that and more people will become interested. This video has been long enough, so it's only going on my YouTube. I'll post some clips on the other places so that you can get over to my YouTube and see the whole video. But thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to be starting my mini cast, which is my mini podcast called Vibe with V soon. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys as always. God bless you and take care.